Okay, serious voice. Can we talk about how nobody warns you that your skin can go crazy in your late 30s and your early 40s? Sometimes before. Hormonal acne, dryness, and aging, all at the same doggone time? We gotta pick a struggle. I felt like I was back in high school, but with emerging wrinkles. But these 7 habits completely transformed my skin, and I'm breaking down for you exactly what worked. Hey loves, I'm Dr. Nina, and if you're new here, welcome. And if you're not new here, welcome. Kick your feet up, relax, sit on the sofa over here. I'm a clinical psychologist, wife, mother, and content creator. And I lost over 100 pounds in my early 20s, and then I had to go on a weight loss journey all over again after having my baby Hunter at 40. But here's what nobody tells you about aging and all that postpartum goodness. Your skin goes through so much. Hormonal fluctuations, perimenopause, stress from juggling everything. And for me, my skin was angry. Cystic acne had the nerve to pop up on my jawline and my neck. Dry patches and oily zones simultaneously. Now, come on. And fine lines that seem to creep in overnight. And while I love the process of aging, I just want to make sure I'm doing it well. But before we dive in, I need your help. Put your pocketbook down, not that kind. My videos haven't been reaching many of y'all lately, and you've even been letting me know that I haven't been popping up in your For You page or whatever. So if you find value here, even just one takeaway, hit that like button and drop me a comment, boo. Even if it says just for the algorithm. I know it sounds silly, but it helps more people to find this content. And it's free $99. And quick disclaimer, if you're experiencing skin issues, go ahead and see your doctor and your dermatologist. This is the stuff that worked for me, but everybody's skin is different. And I discovered that fixing hormonal skin is not about a miracle product. It's about 7 specific habits that work together. Now let's get into it.
Dr. Nina, the girl next door, beautiful brown baby doll.
Habit 1, I started back double cleansing every single night. And while this is something I had always done, I had to start back up. No exceptions. No, I'm too tired, because I'm always tired. And no alcohol pad situations like back in my interning days. When your hormones fluctuate, your skin produces more oil. That oil combined with SPF and pollution, it creates a breeding ground for bacteria. One cleanse just ain't gonna cut it. So for my first cleanse, I'm using the Pacifica Melt For You. That's a facial cleansing oil. It's about $12 to $15. It's non-comedogenic, meaning it's not gonna clog up those pores. It melts away SPF, makeup, and excess sebum. I massage it in for 60 seconds and you instantly feel that gunk come off. And y'all, it's not like an oil, because I have cleansing oils. This one kind of foams up like a soap. But for my stubborn makeup, even after that wash, I use Bioderma Sensibia H2O. And that's about $15 to $20. Now my second cleanse, that's my Vanity Cream Gentle Facial Cleanser. $8 to $12 all day long. And I take that time to focus on my jawline and my skin, at least another 30 to 60 seconds. And here's where I'm gonna sound extra, but it's okay, I'm bougie and extra. Thank you. I do not use washcloths. The bacteria breeding in those things, no thank you. And in fact, when I was younger, the way that my mother helped me to clear up my horrible, deep layered acne was through using paper towels. I like to use the Clean Skin Club towels XL. They're disposable and ultra soft, or paper towels all day long from Costco. They're about $20 for a big pack. And when you're dealing with hormonal acne and hormonal issues, eliminating bacterial transfer is critical. And I don't care how much you clean in towels, there's still some microorganisms in there, and having them in your bathroom can help to be a breeding ground for bacteria. And I choose to make sure that I pat dry and not rub dry, which can actually spike up those hormonal issues even more. No scrubbing. And don't forget that neck. Your neck actually ages faster than your face, so you need to cleanse that as well. You know how sometimes the drapes don't match the curtains, and you're looking at people and you like, something here ain't quite. Then after that, I immediately apply moisturizer to damp skin. This locks in my hydration. I use Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream with squalane. It's about $30 to $35, one of the most expensive things that I use, but it lasts for months. A little goes a long way. And the results? Within 2 weeks, my cystic acne cleared up by 60%. What I learned is that I was layering products on dirty skin at some point, and I was wondering why nothing worked. It was so important for me to level out my skin yet again and to make sure that I was cleansing completely and moisturizing completely. Let me say what I'm going to share with you is not an exhaustive list, but it is what I use most of the time. Habit 2, Niacinamide serum every morning. Game changer. Click like if you can relate, but niacinamide is the truth. It helps to reduce inflammation. This is huge for red and angry breakouts. It regulates oil production, fades hyperpigmentation, strengthens that skin barrier, and is gentle enough for sensitive skin, but powerful enough to tackle breakouts and aging. Remember I said you had to pick a struggle, and I'm dealing with both. Right after cleansing, I like to apply a little niacinamide to my damp skin, then moisturizer, then SPF. And you do not need anything expensive. The Ordinary makes a 10% niacinamide serum for $6 all day long. And Good Molecules got one for $12. Okay. Also, if you want to get jazzy and put it all over your body, sometimes I do carry the serum through my body if I'm having areas of trouble. But TPH by Taraji P. Henson, her products, a lot of the washes and things include niacinamide. So you can also get it into your other body washes and other body items. My pores look smaller, my skin tone is more even, and it plays well with everything else I use. Because I ain't got time for a skin fight too. Pick a struggle. Habit 3, this is where everything clicked. I started supporting my skin from the inside again and being strategic about it. I was doing all the topical stuff, y'all, but I kept getting hormonal breakouts every month like clockwork. I realized that I was only treating the symptoms, not the root cause of my issue. Your skin actually reflects what's happening to you internally. That's why when you're a mess, your skin's a mess. Your gut health, nutrient levels, inflammation. When your hormones are fluctuating in your 40s, your body needs extra support. This is where Mary Ruth's came in, and I'm so happy they're sponsoring today's video. I love the Mary Ruth's Liquid Morning Multivitamin plus hair growth. And I've been taking their products for years. Facts and receipts. Check my channel. Even throughout my pregnancy with Hunter. So this isn't some new thing. This is something that I've trusted with my body through major transitions. Hormonal skin is inflamed skin a lot of times. You need vitamin D, B vitamins, biotin. These are crucial for skin barrier function and reducing inflammation. But between being a wife, working, hunter, and content creation, I wasn't getting enough through food alone. This formula has Lustrava, clinically shown to grow thicker hair in as little as 3 weeks. But here's the big thing. It also reduces facial wrinkles and fine lines and improves skin texture, hair, and skin benefits. Plus 10,000 mcg of biotin, and that's in a form 40 times more absorbable than regular biotin. And all 8 B vitamins with methylated folate. So why Mary Ruth's? It's liquid. Absorption is up to 98% versus 10 to 20% with pills. No artificial ingredients, and the peach mango flavor just tastes good, okay? I take my tablespoons early on, and let me tell you a bit about the changes I saw. Week 3 to 4, skin visibly less inflamed, breakouts healed faster, so they weren't sticking around as long. Month 2 to 3, texture of skin improved. Hormonal breakouts reduced by 70%. And people were asking me what I'm doing differently. Okay. Bonus, hair and brows were thicker, nails stronger, my edges was doing good, and my energy was more consistent. Mary Ruth's is running their Black Friday sale right now. If you're watching during the sale, my code MRO, Dr. Nina, stacks on Amazon for roughly 44% off total. Or on the website, codes are boosted to 35 to 48% off. After the sale, MRO Dr. Nina gets you 20% off year-round. Link in the description. Just remember, you can't out-serum a nutrient deficiency. Internal support is a non-negotiable. Habit 4, I cleaned up my diet, but I am not perfect. So some things that I did is I reduced my dairy and refined sugars. Those things can be huge triggers specifically for me. If I had a little bit of ice cream, I could guarantee a cystic pimple the next day, and those things are painful every single time. What I increased was leafy greens, fatty fish, berries, walnuts, and even avocado. Anti-inflammatory foods overall that calm inflammation. And as y'all know, I happily practice intermittent fasting, 16-8 protocol to be exact. I start eating around 12:30 and I end my eating around 8:30. What that does is it gives my body time to repair, and it helps to reduce inflammation. And I've been losing my postpartum weight slowly, 45 pounds down, but over time. You know, rapid weight loss ages your skin faster. Slow and steady helps to preserve elasticity. That's why when you deflate a balloon quickly, you see how it just flaps around, but if you deflate it slowly, it keeps its shape a bit more. But baby, I'm not 100% strict. Day nights with Sean, honey, I order whatever I want. Pizza, birthday cake, maybe a little steak. I still live, okay? I aim for 80-20. 80% choices that support my skin and overall health, 20% living my life and loving it. That's what I call sustainable. I try to batch cook on Sundays. I told y'all I keep around a bit of vegetables and rice and things that are easy to reach for instead of the unhealthier sides and choices. I also make sure I keep a lot of lean proteins around that I prepare so that it's easy to make up different dishes and things that I never get so bored from. I don't want to be tempted to grab inflammatory foods when I'm busy. And this ties back to Mary Ruth's. Whole foods provide the foundation and supplements fill in the gaps. But you can't out-supplement a terrible diet. But you can't get therapeutic levels of nutrients from just food alone either. Daily choices matter more than occasional treats. Habit 5 is retinol strategically 3 times a week and not every night. As y'all know, I started using retinol about 6 years ago, but a lot of times I went too aggressive, okay? My face would get red patches and flakiness sometimes, so I would have to take breaks. I would start again, quit again. It was such a frustrating cycle. But here's why retinol matters. It increases cell turnover. It also unclogs pores. It reduces fine lines, and it fades dark spots faster than almost everything else. Retinol is one of the most researched anti-aging ingredients. Not hype, but science. The key is to start slow though. That's why I was getting them irritated patches. I use 0.5% retinol only 3 times per week, and I take breaks as needed. Usually a Monday, Wednesday, Friday type of setup. But my secret weapon is the sandwich method. Now I don't know if this works for everybody, but look, this is what I do. Moisturizer first, retinol on top of that, and then another layer of moisturizer. Sandwich. This buffers it so that your skin can build tolerance. I only use retinol at night. It makes your skin sun sensitive, so an SPF of 30 plus the next morning is a non-negotiable. Now I noticed that I peeled a little bit at first. That was normal and I pushed through, but after 6 to 8 weeks, my skin actually builds a tolerance. My skin texture is smoother, fine lines are softer, hormonal breakouts don't leave those dark marks and scars for long periods of time, and they fade in weeks instead of months. And Good Molecules has an excellent, affordable retinol serum, y'all. I think it's like $10. Habit 6 is real hydration. Hormonal skin is dehydrated skin, sis. When dehydrated, it overproduces oil to compensate, so it's really pissed off. Then you got dry patches and oily zones. Again, pick a struggle. So let's talk about the internal. I aim for no less than about 100 ounces per day, at least a gallon if I can, at about 128 ounces. But my hack, get you a 64-ounce bottle of water, or if you have a Stanley cup, fill that up 3 to 4 times a day. Easy tracking. If I try to keep up with a cup, it's over. But topical though, hyaluronic acid serum daily. Love me a HA. It holds 1,000 times its weight in water. Very effective. But here's the key that most people get wrong. Apply to damp skin after cleansing, then lock it in with a moisturizer right after. If you apply your HA to dry skin, what it actually does is the opposite. It pulls moisture out of the skin. My skin looks plumper, the fine lines are less noticeable, and no tight feeling, okay? No tight. Joker feeling. And even chasing my little baby around, I keep my water bottle with me wherever I go. And my skin actually tells me within 24 hours when I've slacked off. And habit 7, ice rolling. It sounds trendy, but there's actually science behind it. And I used to do it a while back, but I've picked it back up. Ice rolling reduces puffiness, tightens pores, boosts circulation, and calms inflammation. You see, inflammation is a common thread here. When my skin is inflamed from hormonal breakouts and problems, this is my reset button. I keep my ice roller in the freezer and use it for 3 to 5 minutes. And only while I'm doing double duty, like making coffee, sorting out something else, multitasking. I roll upward and outward, jawline to temples, under eyes and the forehead. It feels so good. The science. Cold therapy constricts blood vessels. It reduces swelling and redness. When your skin warms back up, increased blood flow brings oxygen and nutrients to the skin cells. That's a mini workout for your face. And you know we don't miss a workout over here. I caught mine for about $8 on Amazon. You don't need nothing expensive. Best $8 I spent on skincare. Okay. The results speak for themselves. My skin looks more awake, less puffy, and the redness, it all instantly calmed, especially on my décolletage. This is a simple feel-good ritual, and it's self-care that actually works. So I know what you're thinking. What's all this supposed to do for me? Let's talk timeline, okay? Weeks 1 to 2, the skin felt calmer, inflammation reducing. I could feel the difference. Week 3 to 4, breakouts were healing faster. Redness was fading, and I started feeling more hopeful about it. Week 6 to 8, noticeable glow. Texture was improving, and I had a lot of people asking me what I do for my skin. Now, I have nice skin, but this one was a little bit different. In months 3 through 6, that's where the big change came in. Hyperpigmentation fading, fine line softening, skin barrier stronger, and confidence through the roof. That didn't happen overnight. Hormonal skin takes time, usually about 8 to 12 weeks to see differences. Your skin has a cell turnover cycle, and you're working with hormones that happen to fluctuate monthly. But consistency is everything. Stick with those habits, and you'll start to see results. Our skin is not broken. It's just adjusting to hormonal changes that most people haven't been prepared for. Once we give it that support that it needs, topically and internally, it does find a chance to respond. My challenge to you is to pick 3 habits to start with. Not all of them look grasshopper. If you do try all 7 at once, you're going to get overwhelmed and you're going to quit. Start 3, get consistent, and then add on as needed. And if you do try Mary Ruth's, come back and tell me what your results are. Drop a comment below. I want to hear about your journey. So if you found that this video helped you, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and share this video with someone who can use it. I'm sure you know somebody. And I post new videos videos every week about health, wellness, and looking your best and feeling your best at every age through exercise, working your life, doing everything you can. Confidence is key. Mary Ruth's is running their Black Friday sale right now. If you're watching during the sale, my code MRO, Dr. Nina, stacks on Amazon for roughly 44% off total. Or on the website, codes are boosted to 35 to 48% off. After the sale, MRO Dr. Nina gets you 20% off year-round. Link in the description and pinned in the comments. Drop a comment. What habit are you trying first? Y'all know I read every single comment. All right, y'all, I'm going to see you in the next video. You've got this, and your skin is going to thank you. Dr. Nina signing out. Peace.